Hello and welcome, Capricorn. My name is Ms. Wheats, and this is going to be your money, career, finance reading for the month of June. First, we're going to get into the pendulum, and then we're going to check out some numbers, letters, anything that might kind of coincide with what it is that is important to you for the month of June. And then we'll get into some oracle messages and tarot. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with our pendulum. Let's go ahead and get this off the video. Let's get into our pendulum. Use this as you see fit. Not everything is going to resonate. Some things are not going to have a cherry on top. Money matters for Capricorn. Money matters for Capricorn. Gambles, risk. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of risk being taken. And on this one, profession. What do we have? Catering, healthcare, education, social sector. All right. So it looks like for some of you, you could be working in the healthcare field. You could be doing catering services, or just learning more about a particular subject for which you have interest in. And a lot of you could be gambling, or not necessarily gambling, but taking a gamble or taking a risk on how to move forward in the profession that you want. Okay, so let's do a little bit more in-depth pendulum readings here. We're going to be looking at initials, dates, days of the week, and then we'll ask a yes or no question at the end. End of July is very important. The number 3 is important. This could be a date. This could be address. Number 7 is important. The number 8 is important. The number 5 is important. 5 represents change. 8 represents movement and new beginning and success. And the number 1. The 1 is a divine number. It's symbolic for the material world as well, like starting something. Okay. Let's look at some initials. A, H, G, J, M, O, and P. All right, so those are some of the initials that we have. Let's look at a couple days of the week for you. What's important? Friday is an important day. Could be a day when you get paid or something like that. Tuesday is an important day for you whenever you're watching this movie. And the end of the weekend, probably Sunday, will be an important day for you. Now go ahead and feel free to ask the question that you want to ask, yes or no. Capricorn, ask your yes or no question. What's the answer, Spirit? The answer is yes. See it as you see fit. The answer is yes. If it's your message, pick it up. If it's not, pass it along. Now let's take a look at some of these runes cards as an oracle message. I want to pull at least 2 rune cards for Capricorn for the month, or the rest of June. The rest of the month of June. What do we have? Ooh, Pethro. So Pethro represents creating your own reality, or withdrawing and being with the self. Also, I feel like this rune can represent occult abilities or mysteries, or even using your own intuition, quieting your mind so that you can create or envision what it is that you're trying to create. Sometimes I see this as like a roll of the dice, or like a sense of potential. I remember in another video I explained that Perthro to me represents a multitude of possibilities, and using the ingredients that you have in order to create a reality. So we have ingredients around us all the time. I use the example for a cake, and I'm going to do this again. If you have eggs, milk, flour, things like that, you can create a cake out of it. But a cake came from multiple things, and those multiple things can be used for other things. So you have a limitless potential of what you can create from what is around you. So you might want to start looking and diving into that, using your intuition to tap into those abilities, even if it's occult. Okay, dealing with the occult abilities and making something that is you can be proud of, that you can birth new things out of. Okay, because that is like a mystery that has to be put together, like a puzzle piece has to be put it in place, and you might have to do a little bit of meditation to figure that out. What is the next card? Now so something is coming just in the nick of time. There's some sort of feeling like you're in survival mode or in need, feeling like you're going to have to use a lot of endurance in order to overcome this until you figure out what is the missing piece. And I do believe that missing piece is going to be coming soon for you. Okay, now let's look at some more oracle cards dealing with your money. These are hustle cards. I like hustle cards. All right, let's see. You deserve more money, okay? Some of you are in a position where you're not making enough, or you're doing the amount of work that should be paid more. And I feel like people are going to start recognizing that and start giving you more money for the work that you do, especially if you are a good worker, or if you are selling yourself short for the products that you do. Start charging more. You deserve more money. Your product should make more. So up your prices, set the standards, change the bar. All right. Okay. Teamwork. You're going to be working with multiple people. Okay. You could be doing some collabs. Maybe you could be getting inspiration from someone. Either way, I feel like teamwork makes the dream work. Also, I see growth in numbers. All right, living it up. You made it. So your successes are coming into fruition for the rest of June. Also, I'm seeing you get a lot of money sometime during the month of July. We have like 4th of July celebration. We have fireworks up in the corner. You're going down the right path. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it, because this is the right decision for you and your partner. Okay. Ooh. All right, now let's take some tarot cards and look at your primary focus for the rest of June, and take a look at any blockages that may be coming towards you, and let's drop on the strength of your situation and look at the opportunities that are available for you to grab. And then we also want to see what is it that you need to let go of and how can you move forward. Oh, my candle just went out, so let me relight that candle. I like the way it looks. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay, so what is Capricorn's primary focus for the rest of June? What is Capricorn's primary focus for the rest of June? You have the Justice card, being able to balance things, being able to make decisions that you're happy with, okay? What is the crossing situation? Some of the decisions that you're about to make, you're going to be cut off, or someone is going to cut you off, or feeling like there's a dead end in your particular situation, but that's okay, because remember, I think I got the number 5, and 5 to me represents change, and 8 also represents movement. So through this death of something, you have to look at this and say, no, this is not the end of something. This is the start of something new. This is a sense to reawaken something. Okay, so this is going to be a tough call for you. The Justice card tells you that you're going to have to really balance between a fine line and use your good senses as well as your intuition as well, but mostly your good common sense to judge where you've been in the past and see, is this helping me? Have I made the right decision? How is this going to affect me in the long run? Things like that, like looking at your past and being able to decide, does this making those choices still help me? Are they still valuable to me now? Maybe even changing your values up is something you want to look into. Okay, what else do I see about this Justice card? I feel like it's trying to say something else. Okay, so there's a solution to any problems that are coming here. And we did have the rune Naldis, which represents being in need or being in survival mode. And I feel like that sense of endurance is going to help you push you forward, okay, in making the choice whether to end something. Is it beneficial to you? Does it make you feel like you can be satisfied with this? Is it something that's sustainable? If it's not, then that means it's time to end it and be okay with it ending and something else being birthed in its place, okay? So that is going to be a hard thing. Change is always difficult for a lot of people. I know, especially for me. Capricorn, you are what are you? Are you a fixed sign? No, I think you're a cardinal sign, so you can start stuff up anyway. So I'm not even gonna worry about that. I'm a Scorpio, so I have a hard time with like transmuting things. But when they do transmute, they're beautifully transmuted. Okay, so let's look at some of the strengths that you can draw upon. Okay, the energy of the 9 of Swords is your strength. You have fears surrounding this, but if you know that you have those fears, you could let those fears eat you up inside, or you could gain momentum off those fears. If you don't want certain things to happen to you, if you feel like there's bad luck, bad energy around you, put up walls to protect yourself in order to move forward. You could use those fears to propel you. Let me tell you, scared people, when they're afraid of something, They do anything in their power to claw their way out of that hole that they might be in. They do anything and everything. You're being put in a survival mode with the energy of now leaves the room. If you're staying up late at night and just constantly on your mind, transmute that energy into something more positive. When I say that, I mean like use that fear to propel you into your best judgment now. Use that fear to propel you into your best judgment, keeping a clear head as best you can, to understand where it is that you can move next. How can you have the most freedom in that movement? Okay, I hope that makes sense. All right. So the thing is, where you want to be, the opportunities that you want to grab is the hangman, seeing things from a different perspective. That's where we learn to transmute things. Okay. If you have fear surrounding partnerships, or if you have fear surrounding being in a new environment, or overspending, or not spending enough, or looking for the right answers, having missing pieces, sometimes if we constantly keep hitting a brick wall, sometimes I like to give it a rest, and then I can step back and I can see the entire picture for what it is, and then I can get the answers to come to me. Okay, that's also the energy of Perthro, which is about meditating on not being stressed out about it, but meditating on how to solve something. So you're looking for answers about something. The hangman gives you the opportunity to take a breath, step back, and see, how does this benefit you? Where can I go? And looking at things in a different perspective to where there's answers. If you look at his head, it's enlightened. So there's a ring of ideas or inspiration that's coming to you for the month of June, or sometime in the rest of June, that is going to allow you to transform this state of survival mode into something very prosperous. Okay, speaking of that, the energy of prosperity, the Chariot card, moving forward, where there's movement now. There's no longer that energy of stagnation. You're leaving behind the energy of feeling afraid with the Queen of Cups, feeling afraid to be vulnerable, feeling like you're too sensitive, or like your emotions get the best of you. You're feeling like things are like swarming you, or things like that. Feeling afraid of things, or feeling like you're having self-doubt, or like you don't have the support or the people around you who are wanting the right things for you. No, that energy is being dissipated. There's not going to be as big a fear. Once you look at things from a different perspective, you're going to be able to move past this. And I do see a lot of opportunities coming your way. Some of them you're going to have to pass up because it is not your time, but a lot of them you're going to be able to grab. Okay, I just feel like if you see opportunities that don't fit you, some of you, this is just for some of you, if you see an opportunity that does not quite fit you, there's an opportunity that is perfect for you. And you do not have to be, sometimes, let me just say, sometimes I associate the Queen of Cups, when she's in this position of like letting go of something, of this people pleaser mentality. Okay, because Queen of Cups is sensitive, and they want to make everybody happy. They want to be provided for everyone. They want to be that best friend for everyone. No, you need to put yourself first. Think about what's best for you. What makes you feel great? What gives you the most calm? What gives you a calm sense of I can? And the hangman is here to help you kind of process that, and it leads you over into the energy of the Chariot, which is kind of like movement, positive movement forward. I think we got the number 8 for taking action and having success and being self-reliant, having the confidence. Okay, so I do see you having a lot of transmutation here, probably through teamwork or being around the right people. You deserve more. You got to give yourself more credit for what you're worth. You are on the right path. I do see the Chariot is going to be confirming this for you, because you are going to be having like an abundance of money or income, or like just like good luck is what it feels like. And I do see you having some sort of celebration from that, and it feels like it's coming in at the right time. Capricorn, if you liked your reading, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If it did not resonate for you, that's okay. Maybe it's somebody else's. You can pass it along. And I do want to do like a yes or no pick a card reading, ask any question. I have that coming up soon. You also need to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. And I also want to let you know that I do have a cardinal, fixed, and mutable signs for the month of June that you can go back and watch. Thank you. If you made it all the way up here, give me a thumbs up, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.